What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. I got you facing slightly askew, and I'm dressed like the Karate Kid because we're getting ready to bust down a prison routine, if you can hang. But first, we have some very, very, very important things to discuss. If I can get your attention for just a second. I invented something. I'm very proud of it. It's clothing. I don't know if you can invent clothing. Kanye did. And no, it's not this camouflage pocket on this shirt. Isn't this badass? I love this. This camouflage pocket's so tight, in my opinion, it's worth having the stretched out neck. And it's worth even having like a little rip. You kind of rock that. But I kind of hope people see the rip and go, damn, that's a $100 t-shirt. See that rip? Those do not come cheaply. So it's got the rip and it's got the stretched out neck, but it's got this badass camouflage pocket. It inspired me. I went and got a camouflage shirt and put a gray pocket on it. It didn't pop. Not everything's going to be a banger. So I invented something. I'm going to talk about it in my next video. And I'm not trying to make no money off it. I want to give this to the world. I want everybody to be happy. And I want it to be my own little like comeback. Because damn it, I'm going to invent something. I've already had a couple failed inventions that I've put my heart into. Because I'm an extremist, man. Once I get into it, I get into it. I go all the way there. So let me just tell you about a couple of failed inventions I had that I put my heart into, and it didn't work out. First off, you have the plastic welding rod. Because I thought, look it, if you have a couple pieces of metal that are broken, and you want to put them together, you weld them. What if you have a couple pieces of broken plastic? Weld them with the plastic welding rod. Or you can use glue. People said glue. I mean, when glue is your competitor, kind of fighting an uphill battle. I kind of felt like I was climbing the ladder with something standing on my shoulders. It was tough. People just always want to come back to the glue whenever I try to talk about my plastic welding rod. But listen, they say, hey, why should we use plastic welding rod when there's glue? You ever glued your fingers together? You're not going to weld them together with my plastic welding rod, my friend. That's just one plus. I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you. This thing sells itself. Anyway, they're not into it. It'll grow on them. Another thing I have, I invented, glow-in-the-dark bubble bath. Awesome idea. There's a market for it. There's a need. The problem with it, though, the downside, if you will, the downside is when you get in that bathroom, in order to see that glow-in-the-dark bubble bath, you've got to turn the lights off. And then there you're sitting in the dark, and really the only thing you see is glow-in-the-dark bubble bath. It's not bright enough light to illuminate the room, illuminate you, or anybody you might be in the bath with, just saying. Or maybe you're by yourself. You're not going to see yourself. You're not going to see anything but glow-in-the-dark bubbles, which is cool. Some people just want to see the glow-in-the-dark bubbles, but some people want... Epic fail. Again, we're working on it. So then I came up with another invention, and I'm going to talk about it in my next video, and we'll see what happens. Since we're talking about video, let me just say this. Very important. The hardest thing on making a YouTube video is the title and the thumbnail. At least for me, the content, getting on here and talking to you guys and telling the stories, that's the easy part. I mean, you could do it no problem at all. And damn it, I forgot to look at the time, look at the clock. Shucks. So that's the easy part. The stories. Even though it takes me a lot longer sometimes than I'd want, because I really take my time to cross every T and dot every I. You may not be able to tell on your end. That's the beauty of it. I take all this time put together for it to fall apart right in front of your face. Be that as it may. Where the fuck's I even going with this? Oh yes. The hardest part is the thumbnail and the video. And thumbnail and the title. The last video I did, I gotta say it's one of my favorites. It is my favorite video, my last one, and it's the worst as far as views go. And I gotta blame it on the thumbnail and the title. Sometimes you just don't know what to call it. But let me tell you the context. And why I think it's so great, and why I gotta tell you about it, because it's gonna be a regular occurring theme on my channel from now on. That's why I gotta tell you about it. I mean, if you didn't like the last one, you're not gonna like the next one, because hey, there's gonna be more of them. And what happened was, I put out a community tab, and I said, hey, give me some ideas for videos. A lot of you guys shot a bunch of cool ideas. So what I did, is I took like 5 or 6 of those ideas, and made a video out of it. And I was able to shout it out, like, hey, Sap the Blood said this, her idea. And then I went off, kind of like a Q&A, but not really, and I kind of told a story based on her suggestion. And I wanted the next person. Now, if I was like even an amateur editor, I could come up, put it on the screen, like, hey, Sap the Blood said this. And clink, it'll pop up right here, and we're working on it. When I say we, I mean, she's just me. I do have someone who recently just joined the team a couple days ago, so I guess I'm not just saying, I don't mean me when I say we. We are working on stuff, and there is a we. I forgot about the we. We's new, like last week. Anyway, I don't want the we to get mad at me. I didn't forget about you, we. Be that as it may. We're working on it. Definitely working on it. So, the last video, like I said, I asked, hey, you guys got some suggestions? Made a video out of about 5-6 people. I said, so-and-so said this, and I'm going to do it once a week. From now on, I'm going to do it. My next video that I'm going to do tomorrow is going to be on white boy gangs and cliques. Skinhead gangs and cliques. You know, it's a trip. My first term, I went into Wasco Reception and met 3 dudes from Paramount Stoners. Some peckerwood, the wood pile out there in Paramount Stoners. Solid little group of individuals. 3 of them in that dorm my first term. Never seen another one. Over the next 15 years, never to see another one. But yet saw 3 at once. How about that? And then my last time I was in prison, out there in Arizona, La Palma, right next to me was a Southsider from a gang called King Cobra. Had never heard of them. I don't know every gang. They're very well known and they're with the business. I just personally had not heard of them, but I met one right next to me, King Cobra, solid dude. Then I leave that prison, go another one, a dude next to me from King Cobra. Trip. Never heard of them before, and then boom, one next to me, go another prison, one next to me. So isn't it crazy how things work out? The point being, my next video, I am for sure, and without a doubt, going to talk about some white boy gangs and cliques, some stories, some skinhead gangs and cliques. We're going to roll with it, man. Hey, we're going to do some workout right now, some routine. How much time we got, though, man? What are we working with, man? Shizness, all right? Shit, plenty of time, dude. Plenty of time. I went to work yesterday. I told you February is my month. February is my month. Every day this month so far, February has been awesome. I went to the ATM, put my card in there and get a couple bucks out. It denied my card, wouldn't work, but it dropped me a 20. How often does an ATM ever make a mistake and give you a 20? And I had no choice but to pocket it. I mean, there was no lost and found. Not that I would trust anyway. So, every day February's been awesome. This couple I used to work for, I mean, before COVID, there's like 5 or 6 different elderly couples that had properties that I would work for. When you get there in age, can't always care for your property. And a lot of stuff gardeners won't do. Just trim trees, do this and that. And I used to love it, man. I'd stay busy all weekend. I'd had a job maybe after work. Maybe I'd be slow at my work. A lot of people I would take care of their properties. And this couple called me up out of the blue. Hey, come help us do some stuff. Went out there and paid me double than what they usually would. Why? Because February is my month. And it's off the hook. That's what I'm talking about. Claim it, name it. Name it, claim it. Do the damn thing. Shout out to the Joint Master for this bandana. He's sponsored by Raw. Now, if the Joint Master is sponsored by Raw, and I'm sponsored by the Joint Master, then I'm kind of sponsored by Raw too, aren't I? By proxy? No, just kidding. Just clowning. I can't force myself upon Raw. Somewhere Raw sitting somewhere going, no, we don't think so. Put that off on us. We don't know anything about cutting the string, letting it fly. Just saying, though. Just making it funny. See what I mean? We don't have filter. This is why I have notes. So I prepare what I'm going to say. You're lucky I haven't busted down to singing yet. I do that. Hey, we're just going to do some workout. We're just going to go right here. Now, let's talk about some burpees real quick. What you're going to hear a lot about burpees, they're going to say 6 count burpee. You're going to hear that in prison. See, there goes the clock. Fucking thing don't work anyway. Hey, if someone sent me a clock. They're going to say 6 count burpee. It's because every movement is a count. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One push-up is a 6 count burpee. And those are just really to tire you out. It's not really about the push-ups. It's just up and down, up and down. Then the next one, 8 count burpee. 2 push-up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you don't have to count them out most of the time. Luckily, because it tires your ass out. That's why I'm not going to count this next one out. You can do it for me. 10 count would be 10 push-ups. 10 count would be 3 push-ups. That was a 10 count. Then another very popular one would be the Navy SEAL. I got a towel laid out there, and I'm not even putting my hand on it. There's the Navy SEAL. A lot of people like to do these things too. So, I have some cards sitting there. As a breather, I'm going to tell a little story. Me and my little homie, can you see me? Me and my little homie Ryan. This dude was beating up on his old lady. He said, let's go get him, Splinter. I said, all right, man. We went to this park. And we saw the dude. He start taking off, running from us. He was on his bike chasing him. I said, ghost ride the whip. And he shot out his bike and it nailed him. Ghost ride the whip. Can you believe that shit? I say that because when I flip cards, someone part of the POV crew told me he made up a word. Told me he made up the word negative Ghost Rider. It's very interesting because I made up a word too. We're going to flip this deck. We're going to flip the deck and whatever number it says, that's how many push-ups we're going to do. I already shuffled it. No sense waste your time sitting there shuffling. I don't want to waste your time like that. They're shuffled. 4. Wait, we got to make them pop and crackle and snap and all that. That wasn't even that good. 4. I made up a word too. I made up a word. This word got so famous. I heard people saying it. I've heard it on TV. I saw it on a potato chip bag. This word I made up. I've hardly not told how many people I made it up. And he came out in conversation one day in the prison. Flip another card. 3. The only person I ever told is Sue. 3. Told her, hey, have you ever heard so-and-so? It's a real famous saying. She goes, yeah, I made that up. She goes, what? No, you didn't. And I told a guy in county jail one time too, saying that. I go, I made that up. And they look at me like I'm just, my face is on upside down. I made that word up. Maybe I'll tell you guys the word one of these days. But 4. And they're just not wanting to pop, are they? 4. I got some mad ass. Look at these blisters. And I was wearing gloves too. Can you believe that? These pants, I love them. They were JAMA bottoms. Sab the Blood sent me an outfit. Had a Jaws shirt. My brain is so mixed up. I was wearing the Jaws shirt. And I said, hey, how do you like my Saw shirt? Saw, Jaws. Checked out mentally. These pants came with it. Pajama pants, I love them. Let's do another one. 2. Wow. I'm really feeling this deck, man. So, no big card yet, huh? Pretty cool. Right. 4. Should have been a lot of 4s. 44 is NLR number. We were in the pen at this time. He was a Knoxville Rider dropout. We'd be working out in the back doing our 123. Whenever we got to 44, we go, 44! And you could see the hair stand up on the back of his neck. Because we were kind of like low-key banging the gang he dropped out from. We're not a member of the gang, but hey, we did the fuck with his head and it worked. What was that last one? 2? I see 2 right here. I'll go for it. I think it might be 4, but 2 divided by 2. Minus 2. 2. 3. 3! Getting hot in here. It's fun to work out with you guys. 5. Starting to get bigger, I think. What the heck? Look, here's Splinter. My name comes from not the rap from Ninja Turtles, even though I do get a lot of Splinter paraphernalia. It's because they said, hey, fool, you're not big enough to be a wood, you're just a splinter. So I had to work extra hard. What was the number? 5? You know what I mean? So, what else can I say and do to buy time? Somebody sent me this. I love it. The tincture, doer, reducer thing. He also sent me like a lion that hung right here that broke one time. It broke my heart when I broke that, man. What number am I on? 2. Ow! I had to take a break. Did you guys hear me hit my elbow? Can't even pronounce it. Elbow? When you start stuttering your vowels, you know you're tired. Let me buy a vowel, Pat. Look at that. 2. People like to do these things too. Let's get it in. Two. I'll be damned. Can't make this shit up, folks. I am starting to sweat though. Am I a southpaw? Shit. Any direction, you feel me? Switch hitter. Ambidextrous. One time I told my homeboy I was ambidextrous. He said, what'd you call me, mother? That's that 2. Went left. 3. Cards are taking it easy on me, don't you think? It's getting hot in here, dog. Let's turn some of the lights off, man. Boy, I'm gonna need a shower. Isn't today Sunday? I should have got my shower done yesterday. 1, 2, I'm getting tired, guys. 3, fuck. 4. I'm gonna do the G.I. Joe crawl. Oh, we got so much time left. 15 minutes. How about the plank? This shit don't look hard, does it? I guess they say it is, though. Shit. I do planks. Motherfuckers doing squats on my back. Squats on my back. All that is just for show. By time, I can't breathe. 6. Fuck that. Cut a string, let it fly. Hey, come back up here. You guys. My bad on the stupid titles and thumbnails. I'm working on it. But, serious and for real. When you see me do a community tab asking for suggestions, put a suggestion in. The video I do the next day might be your suggestion and your name getting shouted out. Dude, I'm telling you, it's a killer. People all over it. It's a killer idea. Don't want to pat myself on the back too hard, but it's really something that could bring us together. Because it's your guys' suggestions, your guys' ideas. I can give you a shout out. Tell a story you want to hear. Not a big long story that needs notes. Just some quickie. We're going to have a quickie. You feel me? Then we're going to get on the next one, which would be called a train. Whoa, I got to get away from this. Hey, nothing but most some respect. Thank you to the joiners. Shout out to the joiners. Shout out to the Point of View crew, man. Shout out to the Point of View crew. I'm going to cut the string, let it fly. See, when you stutter your vowels, you know you're tired. Vanna, let me get a mother fist like a vowel one time. Cut the string, let it fly. Peace.